So once again, it's like getting dark. I always do this in the evening and run out of light. But hi, Mama, you gonna sit down with Mommy? You wanna go potty with Aunt Joan? Yeah, so I don't want to see any of your stuff. It's like a reminder. It's like an invasion of my home, like crazy shit. And so for a while there, I was like making sure that nothing of mine was like visible in the common areas, and it was just so oppressive and so like whatever. It didn't make any difference. So I think we had a big talk about it and agreed like everybody lives here and whatever. But yeah, we basically had to concede. Anchang, do you mind? You're not gonna do that. You can go inside. In the house. Go in the house. Oh my god, every time I make this video, I get about a minute's worth of shit said, and then there's some kind of distraction. In the house right now. Come on, go see Mommy. Let's go. Anchang, in the house. Come on. Move your bottom. Go on, go inside. Go to the door. Go. Go to the door. No more barking. Go. Anchang, go inside. Come on. I'll come with you. Oh. And Yachai wants to come out as usual. Get back. Get back. Go on, Anchang. Okay. So, yeah, that sucked. And, so, I'm back, Mama. You're okay. Cutie pie. I was starting to tell a story, and actually, got cut off, but I'm gonna tell part of it. I'm not gonna tell all the details, but just to give you an idea of like how bad the situation is. Like, my earliest memory of my sister was during an abuse event, and she's 4 years older, so she was like getting ready for high school, I guess. I was still in elementary school at the time, and I remember waking up and hearing a thumping noise. And I didn't know what it was, and I came downstairs and I heard like this commotion going on. And I got to where I could see, and my mom was like straddling my sister. My sister was like on her back, and she was like pounding her floor and pounding her head into the floor. And the reason was because it was a cold winter day, and my sister was looking for her gloves in the closet, but neglected to turn the light on. So she deserved having her head bashed into the floor over and over. Yeah, she moved out when she was 15, so I was 11. Excuse me. And she was the primary target until then, and then then it turned to me. But, I mean, the shit doesn't stop. Like, when I was at school, I remember Mom came down to help me recover from my diagnostic thoracoscopy, which is this procedure they did to diagnose my heart failure, and they put a tube in between your ribs afterward, because if you puncture the thorax, then they'll need a chest tube afterward until everything can seal again, because it needs, like, to have a vacuum in there to work, but you can get fluid build up and inflammation and stuff, so often after that procedure you'll have a chest tube in place, and they're, like, really painful. And that situation was even more traumatic because I was transitioning, well, I shouldn't say transitioning, there really wasn't a transition period. I was converted from oral opiate pain medications to the fentanyl patch the morning of that surgery, which in retrospect was the stupidest thing that my anesthesiologist could have decided to do, because those patches take time to work. 24 hours, 12 to 24 hours before they start working. And so I woke up from that surgery with a chest tube in place. Not only in acute withdrawal because I had no pain meds on board, but in a hyperalgesic crisis also, because that's what happens when those receptors get unblocked. Have I talked about this before? I think I have. But the point I was going to make is I had like a psychotic break from the pain and not being properly medicated, and like I was on a drip, but it was a PCA, like patient controlled analgesia. You have to push the button to get meds, and like, so if I slept, like after, like post-op, I slept too long, didn't have anything in my system, and then I just got so nauseous and I couldn't even draw full enough breath to call for help, and my mom was exhausted because we'd been up for days, and just, that was horrible. And that was kind of the main thing in my father and my, like, final estrangement, because he was embarrassed by my behavior, never mind the cause. And I really wish those fucking mosquitoes would, I put the coil right here and I'm still getting eaten alive, damn it. I'm not quitting until it's too dark though, because look how long it took me to get back to this freaking talk. Anyway, So he went home, and eventually, like, the doctors just didn't want to deal with me, and, like, discharged me early, which proved to be a near-fatal experience. But, yeah, I got discharged early, and so Mom was with me for my recovery, and I forget what fight got picked, but, I think she was taunting me, like, the nurses don't think that pain meds are good for your heart. I know I've talked about this. I don't know if I've put it up, but, When did I tell this story before? I must have told this story, like, in one of my fentanyl cessation videos, maybe? I don't remember. I'll watch the others before I publish this. But, so yeah, by then, like, the patch was starting to work, like, you know, a few days out, and it wasn't enough, and I had to have my dose increased. My, hey, that's enough. Thank you for defending us. My, come here. Mylene, that's enough. Come on, baby. My, hey, hey, you're done. Thank you, you're done. Anyway, God, I can be seen again. I swear to God, my, let me finish. Please, just let me frickin' finish. Do you know how many times I've been trying to do this? They're gone. Forget about it. Just forget about it, okay? So, whatever. Like, we had gotten... She had talked to my cardiologist, and my cardiologist was like, no, like, the opiates are not bad for her heart. Don't worry about it. But just that kind of stuff, like, playing on my insecurity or my paranoia, like, I had always been really sensitive about, like, stigma and being thought of as a drug addict, and, like, so those kind of mind fucks were, like, something she could use to really mess with me, and, like, God, can you even see anymore? Not really. It's pretty much time for me to shut up already, I think. I don't know. It's looking pretty damn dark. I don't know. I'm just gonna finish, and if you can't see anything, then I'm sorry, but I just want to get this out. So, there was one night, and I don't remember what started the fight, and my grandma had come down also with her, because she was living with her at the time. She's passed on now, may she rest in peace, but, my mom got really disgusted with something, and, I had gotten so upset that I collapsed, and, like, just slid. I was crying so hard, I think, and it just screwed my body up, and I collapsed, and I remember my mom standing over me going, oh, whatever, get up, Sarah Bernhardt. Like, Sarah Bernhardt used to be this silent movie actress, so, like, everything was, like, very pronounced and emphatic and, like, dramatic because there was no sound, right? So, like, her accusation was that I was being dramatic, and, like, she left, man. Like, she took off. She was gonna leave my grandma there and just peace out on the whole thing. Just leave me there. And she did eventually come back, but I'll never forget that. But that wasn't even that bad. Like, once I moved home, that was when it got real bad. Like, you know, I had nowhere else to go, and she knew it, so it was like, I'm all you've got, don't piss me off, and, like, then later, oh, why don't you hurry up and die already? You know, like, I don't care. That comes up every so often, like, I don't care if you live or die, whatever, you know. Yeah. I've always been just so damn sensitive. And words are brutal to me. But after that event with the surgery, I ended up reopening my wound, and then I got pericarditis, and had to go back